So recently I decided to upgrade my home cinema projector setup, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do a side-by-side comparison of my old model, which was the BenQ W700, versus the new machine that I've just bought, which is the Acer H6518BD. So before we take a look at the Acer, I thought it'd be a good time to have a look at the current setup with the BenQ. This is the way I have it, ceiling mounted, and as you can see from these pictures, the main downside with the older machine is that the picture in daylight anyway isn't that great. It's not the brightest projector. It rocks in at about 2200 lumens, and the other major downside is that it is slightly on the noisier side, despite what the manufacturers may have you believe. Now, don't get me wrong, the BenQ is a great machine. It's served me well, it's done everything that I've asked from it, but I just figured it was time to upgrade. So let's take a look at the Acer. Inside the box we get a carry case, not that I will ever use it, a nice neat little remote, VGA cable and the relevant power adapters. So let's take a look at the machine itself. It's average sized, about the same as the BenQ. In white, which is great for home cinema setups, and on the back you get all the connections that you could ever really want. Only one HDMI input, which might bother some people, but that's absolutely fine for me, and there's plenty of holes on the bottom to attach your average projector mount as well. So here you can see the machine side by side. As I said, not much in it in size. The Acer just edges it actually on the smaller side. I prefer the Acer because it's all white. Obviously most home ceilings will be white, so that's a benefit. And on the back, the BenQ actually has more inputs, but like I said, that probably won't bother most people. It certainly doesn't bother me. So here we go with the Acer H6518BD projector mounted in place of the BenQ W700 at home, with the windows and the curtains wide open, ceiling mounted with a throw of about 4 meters, producing a much brighter image. And it's no surprise really, the stats tell us that it's 3200 lumens, so that's about 50% brighter than the BenQ. It's a much newer machine, so you'd expect a better image. Outputting at a full 1080p, whereas the BenQ was 720p, so that's fantastic. And in terms of noise levels, the stats suggest that this projector has a noise level of 31 dB compared to the BenQ's 28. Now, I'll be completely honest, I haven't noticed any difference whatsoever. I wouldn't regard either of these machines as quiet, but then again, if you're watching films or anything like that, then you can't really notice them. It's just when you have those really quiet moments and you think, But it doesn't sound like there's an aeroplane flying overhead, so can't really complain. In terms of techie bells and whistles, then the Acer wins again. It auto keystones, it's 3D straight out the box, it has Bluetooth connectivity if you wanted to connect the speaker, and it also has wireless capabilities with an additional dongle so that you can stream your images wirelessly to the projector if you don't want to cable it. So in my humble opinion, a good purchase. Both machines were purchased for around about the same price, but obviously the Acer is a lot newer, so comes with a lot of features that you'd expect from a newer machine. Both of these machines were bought around the $550–600 price point when they were new, and I always buy projectors from Projector Shop 24. I find their staff to be very informative, friendly and helpful, and they always give you a good price as well. So check them out online, and best of luck with your home cinema setup. Cheers!